Let's just ignore the fact that whenever I sit down to film a video, I'm completely blind because I don't like the glare from the light. Today, I have a little bit of an update for you before we get into the video. I know that I've been filming a lot of TBR videos. That is not all content that I want to put up here. I know it gets tedious, but I just don't have much time. And when I do have time, I feel burnt out. I just want you to know that new content is coming soon, just as soon as I get my thoughts and life in order. But in the meantime, we are doing my December TBR, and I am actually bringing back the prompts from summer. And I'm so excited because I did miss it. For a while, I got caught up in my autumn TBR. That is over and done with. I almost dropped the box. That is over and done with, and it's time to get the Bookish prompts ready. Full disclosure, I did film this video yesterday. I didn't like it, so I'm refilming it. I'm not saying that I didn't like the TBR, I'm just saying that the lighting was really bad and I have to redo it. Now, if you're new here, we have Bookish prompts written on pieces of paper. There are numbers on one side and prompts on the other. I could go the random number generator route and let it choose a number for me, and that number would be one of the prompts that's here. But I think I'm gonna go the shuffling route, and whatever one pops up is gonna be the prompt. I just dropped a bunch, so there's hair in it. We've got the first one, 3-star prediction. We're doing 7 prompts today, and I am doing the Slavicathon on December 4th and 5th. So I'm gonna try to fit those books in as well. You know what? I'm just gonna choose at random. A book that reminds you of the last TV show you watched. I don't remember whether the last TV show is Private Practice or Air Crash Investigation, because I watched that yesterday, but I don't remember which one of them is the last. Either way, I can either go with doctors or I can go with airplanes. And I don't think I have any of the books that fit that description. +1 on next prompt. The next prompt that comes up, I have to do 2 books instead of 1. Holy shit, that's so horrible. That's gonna be so hard. But we have 7 prompts in total, so okay. And we also have to add 1 more book to the TBR, so 2 additional books. Instead of having 8 books on my TBR, I have to have 9. +1 on next prompt does not count for this +1. So this one, whatever prompt comes next, is gonna be one that I have to do 2 books for, if that makes sense. Okay, this is getting complicated. Oldest published. Okay, that one's easy. Oh, so we have to do I have to read 2 books in that series? -1. Okay, so we don't have to get like 9 books. I can get 8. So those cancel each other out. A book you say you'll read but never pick up. Not physical TBR. Yellow cover. I'm not looking forward to that one. Continue a series. Alright, now let's do 1 more. The last one. Yes! A book you're in the mood for. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we've got 8 books. Now it's time to figure out which book goes with which prompt. I'll check in when I figure it out. When I tell you that some of these books I have no wish to read right now, it is what it is. Let's get into it. First, I guess I'm gonna start with a book that reminds you of last show you watched. And I know I said Private Practice or Air Crash Investigation, and I tried to link a book to either one of these, but I couldn't get that precise when it comes to the prompts, and the closest I could get is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. You know, I know this is technically at sea, and it has nothing to do with like airplanes, I think, but this is literally the closest I could get. So am I looking forward to reading this? No. Had this book had a different cover, I would have unhauled it way sooner, but because it's so pretty, I like it on my shelf. I feel like I should also again emphasize that I do not have to get through all of these books. These are just suggestions and guidelines what books to pick up in December. The next one I'm going to talk about is Yellow Cover. I could choose a very pretty book behind me, and it's one that I just recently got. It's The Unhoneymooners, but I feel bad because this book that I'm gonna talk about right now has been on my shelf for years. I have no interest in reading it. I don't know what it's about. And it's Mirror Mirror by Cara Delevingne with Rowan Coleman. I clearly bought it when I was in my Wattpad writer state, back when Barbara Palvin was very popular on Wattpad, and I had a book with Cara Delevingne as one of the characters, and I was so obsessed with her character and Cara Delevingne, and I just needed to buy this book. Looking back on it, I don't think that was the wisest idea I've had, because I don't think that I want to read this, and I know I should just unhaul it because I feel so mad about it, but I'm attached. Another book I'm not in the mood for, aka my 3-star prediction, is a book that my sister had actually given to me, and it's an entire series, Undercover Princess by Connie Glenn. I chose this one. There are many books to choose from my shelf. Not that many. There were 2 particular books, this one and one other book. Oh yeah, no, the other one's a thriller. That's why I went with this one, because I'm not in the mood for thrillers, especially because it's dark outside. Not in the mood to be depressed. Okay, a book you say you'll read but never pick up. My prompts really are making me declutter my bookshelf, don't they? I keep saying that I want to read The Heartbreakers by Ali Novak, and this is a Wattpad book. This is a book that's been on Wattpad, and it's a short book. I have the second book as well, but I've just never gotten to it, so it might be time. I'm just not thrilled about reading contemporary right now. Let's get to the double prompt now, shall we? We have oldest published. It was published in 1993. Now this is the first book in the series, and this is also the book in the recommended reading orders. This is a collection of short stories from the Witcher series, and the second oldest published that I have on my shelf is Sword of Destiny. This is again a collection of short stories that is from the Witcher series. These 2 books are also going to be in my Slavicathon, so I'm hoping to finish both of them. And I also hope they're not a DNF, because I don't want to start a series that I'm gonna end up unhauling in the end. Okay, and because we have so many books that I am not looking forward to, I've decided to choose 2 books that are gonna be rereads, just to alleviate some of the pressure and make me excited about reading again. And they're kind of like rewards. So for every 3 new books that I read, I'm gonna choose a reread to reward myself. A book you're in the mood for. It's gonna be Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. The reason why I chose this one is just because I just finished rereading Clockwork Angel. Next we have Continue a Series, and this is the last prompt for today. And I'm going to continue The Hunger Games. I'm gonna start with Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, because I did reread The Hunger Games in September, I think. These are all the books that I'm going to be reading in December, or at least giving them a chance. But if I don't get to them, it's fine. I will also be reading outside of this TBR. This is just, like I said, a guideline for the books that I should give a try. Anyway, I gave you my honest thoughts about these books. Some of them I am looking forward to. Some of them I have no specific feelings about. Some of them I'm like, not the genre I'm in the mood for right now. And some of them I really don't want to pick up. So this is just my honest thoughts, and they may influence the way I move forward with my reading. I may unhaul them, I may DNF them, or I may end up enjoying them a lot. So whatever happens, happens, and I hope you stick around for the journey. Subscribe to my channel to see what's happening next, and like I said, more content coming soon outside of TBRs and wrap-ups. And I hope everybody has a lovely day. I'm just a little bit tired now, so I'm gonna go. Bye.